Introduction of hashing. Introduction. Hashing is a technique used in data structures to store and retrieve data efficiently. It works by converting a given key into an index of a hash table using a special function called a hash function. This approach allows data to be accessed quickly without the need to search through all elements. The main goal of hashing is to achieve fast insertion, deletion, and searching, usually in constant time, big O of 1. Hashing is widely used in applications such as databases, symbol tables, compilers, password verification, and caching systems. However, when two different keys produce the same index, a situation known as a collision occurs. To handle collisions, techniques like linear probing, quadratic probing, and chaining are used. In conclusion, hashing plays a vital role in designing efficient algorithms and improving overall system performance. Need for hash data structure. The answer to this lies in the word efficiency. Although storing data in an array takes constant time, searching for an element takes at least logarithmic time. This may seem small, but when dealing with large data sets, it can lead to performance issues and make arrays less efficient for searching operations. A hash data structure, on the other hand, allows data to be stored and searched in constant time. That is, both insertion and retrieval can be performed in big O of 1 time. As a result, hashing makes it possible to store data efficiently and retrieve it quickly, even for very large data sets. Components of hashing. There are three main components of hashing. The first component is the key, also called the input. A key can be a string or an integer that is provided as input to the hash function to generate a hash value. The second component is the hash function. The hash function takes the input key and returns an index in an array known as the hash table. This index is called the hash index. The third component is the hash table. A hash table is a data structure that stores data by mapping keys to values using a hash function. It stores data in an associative manner, where each value is placed at a unique index in an array. This diagram illustrates of hashing mechanism. Applications. Hashing is mainly used to perform fast searching, insertion, and deletion of data. First, implementing dictionaries. Hash tables are used to store words along with their meanings, allowing quick access. Second, symbol tables in compilers. Hashing is used to store identifiers such as variable names, function names, and keywords for fast lookup during compilation. Third, database indexing. Hashing enables fast retrieval of records from large databases by mapping keys to storage locations. Fourth, password verification. Passwords are stored in encrypted or hashed form and are verified quickly during login operations. Fifth, caching. Hash tables are used in memory caching systems to efficiently access frequently used data. Let us now discuss the advantages of hashing. First, fast access time. Searching, insertion, and deletion operations are performed in constant average time, that is, big O of 1. Second, efficient for large data sets. Hashing can handle large volumes of data efficiently. Third, no sorting is required. Data does not need to be sorted in order to perform searching operations. Fourth, simple data organization. Hash tables are easy to implement and easy to use. Fifth, supports dynamic operations. Frequent insertions and deletions can be handled efficiently. Sixth, useful in many applications. Hashing is widely used in databases, compilers, caching systems, file systems, and many other applications. Let us now discuss the disadvantages of hashing. First, the collision problem. Different keys may generate the same hash value, which leads to collisions. Second, performance degradation when the table is full. As the load factor increases, the performance of the hash table decreases. Third, no order preservation. Hashing does not maintain data in any sorted order. Fourth, memory overhead. Hash tables require additional memory for storage. Fifth, complex collision handling. Collision resolution techniques such as chaining and probing increase the complexity of implementation. Let us now discuss the time complexity of hashing. In the best case, the time complexity is big O of 1. This occurs when the hash function places the key directly into its correct slot without any collision. In such a case, insertion, searching, or deletion is completed in constant time. In the average case, the time complexity is also big O of 1. Under normal conditions, when collisions are minimal and the load factor is kept within a reasonable limit, only a small number of comparisons are required. Therefore, hashing provides constant time performance on average. In the worst case, the time complexity becomes big O of n. This happens when many keys are mapped to the same hash index, resulting in a large number of comparisons. In such situations, searching or deleting a key may require scanning all elements in the hash table, leading to linear time complexity. Let us now discuss the space complexity of hashing. The space required by hashing mainly depends on the size of the hash table and the number of elements stored in it. The space complexity of hashing is expressed as big O of m plus n. Here, m represents the size of the hash table, and n represents the number of elements stored. Since the hash table is usually created with a fixed size and each stored element occupies constant space, the overall space requirement grows linearly. Therefore, the space complexity of hashing is linear in nature.